There we go. Whoops. Whoopsie. Anyway, as I was saying, welcome to the Final Fantasy XVI demo. I have no clue how well this is going to play. You may hear my computer spin up. In which case, we've definitely exceeded 80 degrees Celsius. Currently, we're fine. Currently. Also, there's been no sound really in this demo so far as I've been setting it up. So we're going to be doing live volume mixing. Let's go.
It was Moss the Chronicler who said that the land of Valisthea is blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals.
There we go.
And that it was this light which finally led our forebears out of the darkness. Yet, what they saw in the light gave rise to temptation. Temptation that ever lures us back into the crystal shadow. And thus did our journey begin.
Ho 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 ho. Phoenix versus the Freet. Yep, that is me. Whee! I was about to say, I can already tell what's a cutscene and what's a pre-rendered video. I thought I evaded that. There we go. Turn that down a little bit. Year of the Realm, 873. The Nysa Defile.
It'll be light soon. Both camps have begun to stir.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
No one else? Where's the fun in that? How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders. We follow them. Try to keep that in mind.
Very true, Tiamat.
Let's get this done.
Michael Koji Fox.
Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
Well, if you say so, Tiamat. Okay. Quick thing. Oh, it stopped complaining. Weird. YouTube was complaining, the control panel was complaining about something. And now it stopped. Weird.
I said focus, Wyvern.
Yes, sir. Is there a way to move faster? There we go. Already did that.
We don't have time for this. All hell is about to break loose.
So far, things are moving, and actually it looks pretty good.
Time to move.
There we go. Now we can run.
We're just in time.
Oh. Are we now? Oh. That was a frame drop.
These iron blood are more beast than man.
Where this is going, they won't need this new dominant of theirs. What?
Yes, is right. The Zernita Stronghold.
Quickly, move!
What do you mean, you refuse? Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
Waloed.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
All sorts of magic can be cast.
I wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith in your own men? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not? Or am I mistaken? Besides, your dominant has yet to take the field.
This is true.
And when he does, our knights would only get in the way.
Perhaps you have not heard, but the Ironblood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
What did you say?
Should this citadel be allowed to fall, the capital will lie exposed. And I doubt the Crusaders will wait for the good king's pawns to line up before taking to the board. Which just leaves me.
Hopka!
The Iron Blood will rule the day they set foot on Storm. This game is over.
You cock.
Benedicta.
Take care.
Does the lion take care when he chases the hare? Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
I'm not afraid of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when I come home.
She is planning something. Very clearly.
The front lines are gone. This is our chance. The chaos will conceal us.
Well, considering we just started, so far I've seen this bit. So this is nothing new. It looks about as well as I'd expect. This is ultra settings, 60 hertz. The computer could probably handle more, other than the fact I get some weird frame drops every so often, which is probably the speed of my SSD. It's not the latest and greatest when it comes to the speed. And it is several years old. And entirely very full.
And quick and deadly.
As always. Take the van.
Also known as the front line, which is the van is the vanguard.
Wait. Something's not right.
That would be Titan.
Titan. So the Daleks finally grew tired of being slaughtered.
And look who's here to greet the bastard.
Shiva.
Come on.
Yeah, the music is absolutely wonderful. And I've seen several models that share across Final Fantasy XIV as well. The rings in particular. I've yet to see any frame drops that will impact gameplay. The few frame drops we've seen have been in cutscenes like this. Which, not great, is fine. He is huge. Towards the end of the demo, some slow-mo combat. We'll see.
You don't get to die here, Wyvern. Move!
Okay, Biast. Here we go. Oh, so much for following them. Yeah, not only is she right on top of us, he is doing massive problems to the ground.
Anytime, Wyvern.
I'm attempting. Okay, apparently we don't jump across up top, we go below. Weird. Oh.
You're just gonna stand there?
We almost lost Tiamat. Biast is dead. Well, we kinda saw that coming. Poor Biast.
Wyvern! Wyvern!
Was the other guy called Avis? I think he was called Avis.
I told you before, you do not get to die here.
I mean, it's not like we were trying to die here. Good God. Keep it together. Yes, Joshua. At least I think it's probably Joshua. It's a young boy, so that has to be Joshua.
Do you yield? Well, if you're not cut out to be a shield, there's always work for you in the stables. Unless, of course, you think you can defend your master while sat on your arse in a puddle of pig swill.
I'm sure he'd find a way. My brother always looks after me. Right?
Go on. You're sure to hit him eventually.
Don't give up now.
Good best popper.
Two arms.
Finally.
Disappoint the gallery.
Combat tutorial. Now we get to see how good I
Start again
am.
from the beginning. Come, show me your form.
Okay, X melee combo. Up to 4 attacks can be chained together. Okay, we lock him with LB. That's a bit unusual, but...
Once more, please.
Jumping. Okay.
good. Such swordsmanship will serve you well in the field. But can
Torgal
the
is
sea be
best
said of your
pupper.
spellcraft? The flames of the phoenix burn within you.
Great. So that means I've got my bitrate up to 15 megabits per second.
Rain fire down upon me.
So we're over. So the game is compressing. That's what it is. Hopefully it is minor. Because there's not much I can do about that. I mean, I do have a PlayStation controller. I didn't even see what button that was.
Keep them coming. Well done.
Yeah, I'm just not a PlayStation player.
Just as a first shield should.
So I'm not familiar with the buttons and their particular layout.
Can be arranged. Let's see if you can elude my blade.
During the action combat scenes, yeah, that would be where it would do that.
Prowess will count for naught if you don't live long enough to use it.
I might have to up the bitrate then.
On your toes, Lord Rossfield.
And see if there's anything else I can do. Right bumper for attack, really.
Keep trying, Clive.
I did hit. Okay. Okay. That's not perfect. Okay.
Was I not clear as to the purpose of this exercise?
I'm just getting the feel of it. There we go.
Good. Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Quickness of thought and fleetness of foot are indispensable arms in any shield's arsenal. But you are not just any shield, are you? Show me what sets you apart from the rest. You have been blessed by the Phoenix, granted the use of its power. Call upon that power now to close on you. Well?
Let me do a quick check. There might be something I can do about that, because that probably has to do with my compressor. Can I... quality. Yep. High. Constant bitrate. Could be that I'm not using a downscale filter and I'm playing at a different resolution than what's displayed. Than what my playing resolution and the displayed resolution are two different resolutions. That could be it. That could be it. Whoa. Okay, yep, that did something. Okay, that disconnected the streaming software briefly. We should be back.
I'm waiting.
Alright. Okay, iconic forces. Press B to swiftly close. Okay. There we go.
Impressive. But even the most agile shield cannot hope to escape every blow. And death may come by a handful of cuts as easily as it comes by 1,000. There is only one way to ensure that you do not fall.
That is
Your
true.
wounds mended and your energies replenished. Speaking of which, my lord, you seem a little worse for wear. Now that won't do at all.
Potions. D-pad. Excellent.
That's better. Battle is a succession of pivotal moments, wherein life and death can be decided at a single stroke. You must be ready to utilize every tool at your disposal if you are to navigate a path to victory. Or at the very least, to ensure that you live to fight another day.
Enough practice.
It's time for the test.
So I think what I might do to
From your soaking, I trust.
combat the pixelation is enable a downscaler.
Come then, Lord Rosfield.
I just haven't had one disabled.
Spar with me. If you believe yourself worthy
That may help with
of
that.
the flame, then prove it.
As you wish, my lord.
Especially with a game as good looking as this one. A modern one is.
Have at me, boy. Make proof of your strength.
Oh boy. Final lesson. Okay, the stagger system.
Go on. You're sure to beat him this time.
You can do it, Clive. Just stay calm.
You're taking this seriously.
Keep going, Clive.
Come on.
Staggered. Oh, yeah. Right trigger and X. Okay.
It's time I took my own advice and used all the tools at my disposal.
Smack.
Come on, Clive. Keep pressing.
Just a little more.
And beat down with an ability finish. Didn't get scratched once. But that was pretty basic.
See? I told you he could do it.
Bested at last. It's taken me long enough.
That was a display worthy of your father. You are a true shield of the flame, and let no one tell you otherwise. Including me.
Frankly, the dodge being on such a short cooldown is really what helps that, because you can basically spam it. But he was also very wide open with his wind-ups. He is just a boy, however. And in a training session like that would be a bit exhausting.
I was just tired. The Phoenix's flames are a gift. You mustn't waste them.
It isn't a waste. My shields look after me. Why shouldn't I?
That's why. You were coughing this morning too. You shouldn't be outdoors.
I'll be fine. It's just a cold.
Don't push yourself.
His Grace has returned!
Father's back.
Hey.
It is very much accurate to medieval settings.
Please, this is no place for one such as you.
I would gladly brave hell itself to see my darling boy. Gentlemen, Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Thank you, Your Grace. We live to serve.
The only one who doesn't bow?
Joshua,
The heir apparent.
you should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
Yeah, and it's very written like any other one that I've read or experienced. Oh, very much so, as most arranged marriages tend to be.
Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
Especially when the elder child is not the heir. The heir is the chosen one. The other ones are secondary.
Your Grace.
This is fairly typical. Also, would not be surprised if her and Murdoch were having a thing off to the side.
It's not his fault. Not everyone can be born the Phoenix.
That is also a common trope.
We should join them.
I do find it interesting that Clive is the only one who uses the over-the-shoulder holster. Everyone else uses the proper sword location, which is at the hip. Man, I want that armor in 14. Look at that beautiful, beautiful armor that the Duke is wearing.
Rise, my friends.
Just the layering on it is just, ooh,
Home, Father.
beautiful.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust.
Yes, Father. Much better. Today, Jill and I went to the bathing to watch Clive's spa.
Is that so?
Torgal.
Quiet, Torgal. Stop it, boy. Not now.
You'll make a fine hound one day.
Father.
And it's
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank you, Your Grace.
and it's that's true. He does have that.
The capital rejoices at your safe return, Your Grace.
War is coming, my boy. We must make ready.
The Archduke I like.
Is the situation truly so grave?
Come to the throne room. We will talk there.
He's serious,
Your Grace.
but there are formalities to be served because they have to be.
Shields dismissed.
Like, he's clearly formal here, but he's also like, we need to talk informally. This is not the place for that. There's a time and a place. Which is, again, one of my favorite sci-fi series. Has many of these same things. That's the Dune series. Especially the first book that involves Duke Leto, Jessica, and Paul. It's written almost exactly in this style where it's like there's a time, a place, and you have your duty. But behind closed doors, you can act as a family. Otherwise, well...
Is trouble brewing?
I'm not sure. I need to speak with Father.
Okay, that's the location. Now,
All right. Let's get this.
finding items, yep.
Off unpack before the Duchess calls for our heads. Right you are.
Yeah, the Duchess seems
Well, this is it, lads.
like a
Time to put an end
political
to
marriage.
trade. And Rosaria's future will be secure.
Yeah, she definitely seems like she was a political marriage, not one out of love. Chocobo stables. Where? Where are the stables? Oh, I see a chocobo, but that's up here at the caravan. Oh, there's the stables.
More refugees arrived today. Well, if things get crowded, we can always conquer Ironhome.
Ever the optimist, aren't you?
Chocobos. They really are kind of cool.
Need to shift this lot before we lose the light.
Oh, I can't jump over that. Seriously. I mean, that is a realistic jump height. Humans cannot jump 6 feet. I still think I could clamber over that.
Make sure all the crystals are accounted for.
Still think I could clamber over that.
The way I see it, it's us or them. I know who my money's on.
Oh, there is there? I must have missed that.
All right, let's get this stuff unpacked before the Duchess calls for
Oh, I see it now.
Your steed is in fine fettle, my lord. Isn't that right, Ambrosia?
Ambrosia.
Your steed is in fine fettle, my lord. Isn't that right, Ambrosia?
Wonderful little chocobo. I want to see if I can get some of these items. Cutscene, I guess. One of the branded.
Good as new.
Forgive me, Lord Marquess, pray do not concern yourself with this bungling cur. Bow to him, you fool. Did I say to speak?
I mean, I suppose we are a marquee.
Really?
Oh,
That would be the title.
To be allowed to stand in your lordship's presence is more than his kind deserves. Why, neither the Empire nor the Republic treat their bearers half so well. He was lucky to be born in your father's dominion. Very lucky, as I remind him every day.
Also, very typical of many slave owners.
Stand, please.
Start.
I trust his good fortune will continue.
Of course, if that is your lordship's wish.
Don't work too hard. Remember, it is for the good of the duchy that you serve.
As do we all, my lord.
As do we all.
Come along now. Back to your duties.
He's probably the first person to have treated him like a human since he got branded. Let's be honest. In any society which has held slaves, which is a lot of them, by the way, a lot of societies have had slaves of some description or another. Yeah, they were never treated well.
Looks like they're getting ready for supper.
I think someone's hungry.
Torgle boy. What do we have going on here?
Compare. We'll be having a feast for the two of you soon enough.
Well, someone's shipping us and Jill.
I'm having my bearer filled with well, my lord. Best to save what crystals we can, eh?
Wheat harvest's down again, haven't we? This war ends up dragging on. We'll starve.
Best fill our bellies, but
Yeah, I'm just catching up on some incidental dialogue. I'm so used to there being a run button that not having one is kind of weird.
Display, my lord. Almost felt sorry for the Lord Commander.
Yeah, free high potion. That's been staring at me since the duel. And then open.
Nice and quiet in here, isn't it?
As you would expect. For the private gardens. I know that flower. And oddly enough, like I said, the frame drops have only been so far in... Oh, nope, never mind. There was one. I was gonna say... I've not had one that's been around while I've been playing. But apparently right there is one of them. Ooh, what are these glowing? Oh, so that's how they're due. Okay, magic. Yes, this is the way you do fantasy writing. A lot of people, a lot of places, when a setting is made, they don't think about the implications of the magic system they're thinking of. If everyone can just conjure a little bit of fire, would you even have torches? Wind magic to cut the trees, water magic to fill wells to hold water. It is a very accurate representation of what people would actually do if they had magic.
Marquis, forgive my man, he'll be done in a jiffy. Just getting the place tidied up for the big procession.
Yeah, this is exactly the kind of thing you would actually see, or like we saw in the scene with the Titan Dominant before he left, and what's his face? What's her face? His love interest, his lover, and she ignited her little pipe. Well, yeah, that's what I figured. Most places and most people have to use crystals in order to emulate magic. Although I think the bearers can use magic by the looks of it, because I don't see any crystals in his hands. So clearly he can use magic to some extent. But, yeah. Most definitely, that is a thing. I wonder if there's something... Here we go. Attributes menu... Icons and gear and icons. Yeah, I saw that item and I was like, ooh. Items and shortcuts. A stone skin tonic. When did I acquire that? And there are limits to how many we can carry, so there are carrying limits. Good. I wonder if there's something I can do on my graphics settings to turn down the little frame drops we're getting. Let's see, it wouldn't be any of those. Maybe turn down the clutter and NPC quality a little bit. Maybe the shadow quality a little. Yeah, turn those down a little bit, see if that helps. Not that I'm doubting my computer can handle it, it's just... It's weird to see them go stuttery like that.
Clive,
Are you worried about the war?
the soldiers will expect the Phoenix to help them, but I don't know if I can.
Don't worry, Joshua. Father will guide you. And I will protect you. Always.
I know. Thank you, Clive.
If that isn't foreshadowing, I don't know what is. Okay, that clearly didn't do what I wanted it to do. Okay, I turned off frame generation, apparently. I don't need frame generation. Okay, I don't think shadow quality was doing it, but maybe the clutter density may have done it. Yeah, because that's things like, yeah. Because if I look away and then look back, yeah, the clutter density definitely, I think, was doing a lot of that.
That child is the future of our nation. He must be protected. All other concerns are insignificant.
Duchess. One of the few things that can be taken from Heavy Rain is that. Those types of things. Those types of interactions.
Good luck.
Yeah, this is a private meeting, Jill, unfortunately. I mean, Torgal wouldn't be the worst thing to have along with, but... Unfortunately, this is for ears only.
You commanded my presence, Your Grace. How may I serve you?
All right, you can stop licking my boots. Mother isn't here.
Yeah, he definitely reminds me of Duke Leto from Dune. Formal when needed.
Most lie under a pall of black. In just these few moons, the Blight has taken nigh on all of the northern reaches. It is only a matter of time before it crosses the border.
Yeah.
Nearly every available bed in the capital is already occupied by those fleeing the Deadlands. Even if we were to send them south to Port Isolde, more would only follow in their wake. Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
Against the Iron Kingdom.
We have traded blows with them for too long. It is time to end it.
At the very least, we must secure Drake's breath. Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
The Iron Blood will not relinquish it easily. This will be a bitter fight.
We ride for Phoenix Gate tomorrow. There we will listen to the words of our ancestors, as tradition dictates.
Am I to go with you as Joshua's shield?
There is something else I would have you do first. Rodney.
You will have heard the reports, I am sure, of beastmen from the north being sighted within our borders.
Goblins in the Stillwind marshes. I know of the rumors, yes.
Then you know what must be done. I will give you 2 good men. While we ride north tomorrow, you will journey to Stillwind, search it and clear it. Then you will join us at Phoenix Gate.
It is time to prove your strength and shut your mother up for good.
There's most certainly an unspoken animosity between him and his wife. Again, likely a political marriage as expected of dukes.
Rest well.
And
yes, Your Grace.
It's not unheard of for a political marriage to end up with 2 people who are capable and actually fall in love with each other. But other times you just end up with this, where it's like, yes, she's my wife. My God, I wish she wasn't. And finally, the active time lore thing. Which is the best thing I've seen. Basically, this is about as far as my knowledge of the demo goes, which is once you open the compendium, this is brilliant because this allows you to examine all the lore you want as you want to. You don't have to grab it. You don't have to examine it, but you should.
We drove the Iron Blood from our shores once before, but their patriarch still dreams of spreading his message to Storm. And when the Crusaders march, they move a damn sight quicker than the Blight ever did.
So we recapture the Mother Crystal, end their ambitions, and secure the duchy.
Only the light of the Phoenix can guide us through these dark days. But that does not mean I'm happy asking this of Joshua. Look after him, won't you?
Yes.
Even if it costs me my life.
Let's make sure it doesn't come to that.
And you can tell which ones were motion capped. Like, that conversation was not motion capped. But they suffice.
The war we mean to wage. It isn't only for control of the Mother Crystal. Above all else, we cannot allow those Ironblood savages to gain a foothold on Storm.
I know. I would sooner die than see them darken our shores again. I wish you a safe journey tomorrow.
And I you, Clive. May your blade strike true.
There's a lot of little dialogue, for sure. And I'm entirely unsure how much of this place we can explore, but probably a good chunk of it. Ooh. And a speaking platform. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a speaking platform.
No messages, my lord.
And there's our, oh, that's funny. No messages. No messages. I figured there's a lot of small little dialogues like that.
How long will you be away this time?
Not long. 4 days, maybe 5.
And you will be taking Joshua?
But I can't exactly leave him behind, can I? The blood of the Rosfields runs in his veins. Before going to war, we perform the rite at Phoenix Gate. It's our way. You know that. And only the dominant can enter the apothecary, so yes, I'm taking Joshua.
Oh, to hell with your way! The boy is ill.
You think I don't know that? But the boy is also the Phoenix. The heir to the throne. You can't keep him in swaddling clothes all of his life.
Elwyn!
Don't worry. Clive will watch over him. Though he is a youth of but 15 years, he's already a fine soldier. He will make a splendid shield.
You see more in him than the Phoenix did. He was rejected, Elwyn. Our household has no place for such a failure. He is worthless, a man like any other.
As am I, my dear.
Nonsense. You are the Archduke of Rosaria.
Oh, not this again. You know as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken before his time. I am merely warming the seat till Joshua comes of age.
You are your father's firstborn son, and you sit upon the throne. All is in its right place. Unlike some, you have not disgraced our noble blood.
Without men like Clive to keep us safe, your precious, noble blood would long since have graced the gutter.
He is not in the mood for your shenanigans.
I'm going to sleep.
She was trying to have... Well, we know. Oh yes, very much double standards, and he sees right through it and dishes it right back to her. Political games, even in the bedroom.
Time to prove yourself.
Wishing on a star?
I'm a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Right.
Also, everyone's just very much a little bit British.
You're going with them tomorrow, aren't you?
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him. He takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
Clive, you...
I have another mission too. Father has given me my first command.
Well, if you're not going to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall just have to do it for you.
Yeah. I already know much of Jill's backstory. And why...
There's going to be another war, isn't there?
Why it hits her hard.
Since coming here, I've begun to take peace for granted. I assumed the war between our nations would be the last. But it never really ends, does it?
No. The next war will be bigger than before.
But you'll be alright, won't you, Clive? You're a shield of Rosaria after all, and blessed by the Phoenix.
Ah, I sure hope so.
It's getting cold. We should go in. My lady.
Good night, Clive.
For a child of as young as she is, the emotional burden she's bearing is... It's heavy. I believe she's the last surviving member of her bloodline. And that... The toll that takes on a person is not easy.
Sorry, Ambrosia. We won't be hunting today.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll do brilliantly.
I'll try.
Ah, there he is. Yeah.
Good luck.
The fact that she's had to... She's not in her kingdom anymore. The one she's from. She's basically been inducted into the household of the Archduke here.
Phoenix Gate. May the blessing of the crystals go with us and shield the firelands flame forevermore.
But pretty much as a permanent guest.
Open the gates.
This is where she lives. In exile. Yeah, political prisoner, more or less. And that That makes things even more complicated.
Allow me. I shall see her safely to Phoenix Gate.
Thank you.
As basically a political prisoner, this is where she lives.
Ready to depart, my lord.
May I say what an
Which is
honor it
not
is to
easy.
serve alongside you.
This is to be no mere investigation. If there are goblins in Stillwind, they won't leave willingly. The beastmen are a fierce foe. We underestimate them at our peril.
Not today, we won't.
Sir Wade, Sir Tyler, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
As you command.
To the marshes, then.
Axe and sword man.
And may the blessing of the crystals go with us.
I'd say that's 3 tanks, because you forget we also have a sword. And since it's over the shoulder, could be said that's more of a Dark Knight thing. There was a time not long ago that the songs of civilization echoed through Stillwind's knotted boughs. That's the word. Now the settlements lie abandoned, and the only sounds to escape this forsaken place are the howls of beasts that have fled the Deadlands to make the bogs their home. Yeah. Paladin, Warrior, and Dark Knight all head out into the forest. Or so it seems. He does still use the sword one-handed, so it's... Although, the length of that... The length on that hilt is a two-handed sword length. At least long sword. If maybe bastard sword at the worst. At the least, maybe long sword at the best. Sorry, I know my swords.
And everything else.
In fact, I own myself a hand-and-a-half bastard sword. Timely accessories. Okay. These are the accessibility accessories. Okay, this is only as you're in here. Okay. Loyal Shield of Rosaria, chosen by Murdoch. Once a lowborn page, inspired to join the ranks after a woodpile fell on him. And Joshua saved him. Father's Footsteps. The right-hand man to the Lord Commander. Goblins.
Not exactly the most well-maintained path. But who do you imagine would maintain it? They've all fled from the Blight.
Aye, that they have.
It's hard to believe that anyone used to live here.
The old village of Stillwind is ahead. Not that there's a lot left of it.
Oh, it probably does. I'll be careful about that. You know, this marsh reminds me of some settings I've seen in Fable. Although Fable was significantly less pretty. The marshes around Oakvale, in particular. Butterflies, being very subtle to guide you. I hear goblins. Oh God, Those are goblins. Oh god, those things are ugly.
With me.
Very ugly goblins. Using Y after striking an opponent with X to conjure a magical explosion. Oh, I didn't even know I could do that.
Goblins. So the reports were true.
We should press on. There may be more ahead.
Pretty simple encounter, but that's to be expected. It is the first real encounter, to be after all. I see that item. Strength tonic, yes. I must admit, this is playing buttery smooth at the moment. Other than the few places where I've had frame drops.
Have care, my lord.
But like I said, that could be for a variety of reasons. Really?
There's more.
Oh, kicked him into oblivion. Whoa! Haha, I knew that guy was there. Nope, they're all dead. Free Gil. Yeah, this used to be a village. A long time ago. A long time ago. There's that item back here. Ah, just a free potion. I keep expecting there to be a speed button. And I guess you could say Phoenix Shift is that, but it has that massive cooldown at the end, so that really can't be it. I see you, butterflies. Oh, and when you're out of space, it gets used automatically. That's, I'd say, slightly disappointing, but oh, understandable. Alright, so let's look. How many items do we have? We're maxed out on strength tonics. If I had stayed up there, was there a place we could go? No. No. Crows. And goblins. Many goblins.
Watch out, my lord. Some of their number are spell slingers.
And what a number. We'll all have our hands full here.
Down with you!
He was not quite dead. Smack down. This is actually a pretty decent sized town, all things considered, or was. And quite a few people lived here, from the looks of it. Free potion.
We should be nearing the old village square.
It might not be a nest of goblins.
Yeah, you know as well as I do, it's a nest of goblins. Okay, now we have a face to the goblins. God, they're still very, very ugly. Oh, there goes the bridge.
Sneaky sods. We're trapped.
My lord. I'm working on it.
We kill them all? Oh.
He's the leader. But we'll have to take care of his followers first.
Care to thin the herd? As if you have to ask.
Down with you! Stay down!
Oh, that Phoenix shift was useless.
And there was one.
No, because he's going to summon more.
Shit! He's invited a friend!
Big boy time.
Here it comes.
Finally. Far more HP than their smaller counterparts, and we use devastating abilities.
Founder, that's a swing and a half. Be ready to move when it winds up for another. You don't have to tell me twice.
Ow! Partial stagger when their reaches 50%. I dodged that. And fully staggered. Increasing damage dealt by 150%. I hadn't wasted my Phoenix on that.
All right then.
There we go. There's a shift strike. I dodged that. There we go. Precision counter. There we go. Stagger time. There we go. Could have been better. Could have been better if I'd been able to finish him with an iconic strike, but... not bad, though.
After him, before he summons the rest.
Yeah. What do we have? Hard leather armlets. And the timely rings. No reason to equip those. Yeah, I didn't see anything else in here that's... any idea of where to go.
There he is.
Would not let me lock onto him. Disappointing. They're not stupid. He's not stupid. Just a little panicked is all he is.
This ends now.
Uh-oh. There's a thing in the water.
What's in there?
It's a Marlboro! A marble.
Keep clear of its maw, my lord. That thing's breath is worse than its bite.
That reeks! I said stay away from its mouth!
Precision dodge and counters. I hit the wrong button for that. Staggered with a iconic punishment. Three, four, and... God, this thing is not taking a lot of damage.
Where's it going?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Cinematic strikes. Press X before the time runs out. And free stagger.
Now! Before it recovers!
I did not see that second one coming. I tried to dodge that. Ah, I keep not missing that one. There we go.
For long.
Nope.
Cannot fall here.
Cinematic evasion, right bumper.
Now for the final push, my lord.
Ow.
I think we made it angry. I'd rather we made it die.
Yes. One more. I'm not gonna be. The Phoenix is not gonna be. There we go. Ability finish.
My lord. Thanks. I never thought I'd see it. Not just goblins in Rosaria, but morbals too. I'll petition His Grace to send a detachment.
If we don't stop them here, they'll be at our gates before long.
Aye, that they will.
We should get moving. We don't want to be caught out here after dark.
If we
True,
set off
Wade.
now, we can still reach Phoenix Gate before nightfall.
Aye, that we should.
Damned blight.
Hmm. Honestly, I will say it is playing buttery smooth. Other than the few frame drops here and there, it is playing beautifully smooth. Phoenix Gate, northwestern Rosaria. This aging seaboard citadel not only defends Rosaria from northern raiding parties, but also serves as a sacred ground whereupon the duchy's dominant might commune with his or her ancestors and entreat their guidance on the eve of important battles. Sometime later, obviously. Ambrosia, me bird.
Thousands of red eyes. No, wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this. His lordship draws his sword. The goblin chief runs off screaming straight down a Morbal's gullet.
Wade's a good hype man.
Drink and be merry, boys. Good work on the morrow. Must be gratifying to see your student making such a name for himself.
The young lord has a bright future ahead of him.
Aye, and one of these nights he may even deign to join us.
Joshua is not hungry. One thing I will say is it's actually making a great amount of use of the rumble. I wonder if that's
Are you unwell?
due to the dual sense being a thing.
It's been a long day.
They all like Clive, don't they?
Aye. Your brother will be a fine shield. We're all very proud of him.
Joshua, however, he's feeling an inferiority complex,
Father,
despite being the heir.
why is it that the dominance is always born into our family? Doesn't seem fair.
Yeah, it does go off quite a bit.
Without the blessing of the crystals. And the crystals work their magic through us. You have been blessed, Joshua. Blessed to be a dominant, to wield the power of an icon. Our family has been chosen to share that power with the people. So that is what we must do.
And this is a thought that some royal families had, some nobility had. Yeah, they're the ones in power, but it is their job to look after the people who they're supposed to be lords over. To watch out for them, to help them, to guide them, to be...
Louder, my friends! Louder!
To ensure their lives are of peace. That was one.
I don't suppose I'll be missed.
That is one of the thought patterns some nobility had. Though how common it was, that seems to be one of the least common ones. Poor Joshua here, he's...
Poor Jill. She'll be wondering where you've got to.
Oh, Torgal, really?
Being a fine hound.
Really? He snuck along.
So this is where you've been hiding.
What are you doing out here?
I didn't see you at the feast.
Feasts are the only time shields are allowed to take their ease, and I've never really been one for cakes and ale.
It's the vegetables I don't like.
A little bit of brotherly bonding. No doubt the relationship their mother has had with them has
all the men were singing your praises.
put a strain on their relationship.
They never used to. When I joined the ranks, everyone thought I was a spoiled little lordling. If I didn't know how to handle a sword, I'd be a laughing stock. The Archduke's firstborn failure. You're the one they really believe in. I'm jealous.
That's not true. They don't believe in me. They believe in the power of the dominant.
My brother the Phoenix, ruler over life and death.
It isn't fair. It should have been you. I don't have what it takes to lead our people. I don't have the strength. But you do.
Every man has his duty. Ours was decided long ago, when our ancestors chose to instate the dominant as the Archduke of Rosaria. All to ensure that whenever our nation stood on a precipice, the Phoenix would rise from the flames to drag us back from the brink.
Yeah, he's on the sickly side,
Sits on the dominant shoulder.
which doesn't help matters. And then we have this overbearing mother who absolutely detests Clive.
Born to be your shield. That is why I was given the Phoenix's blessing. To keep our future rulers safe. No matter what.
So
However hard it gets. I'll never let
it's a hard thing, nobility.
Thank you, Clive. I know you'll always
A lot of people, if a lot of people who read superficial medieval fiction would look at the nobility and be like, oh, life was easy for them. To some extent, yes, but not always.
I should go inside.
You get
It's past my bedtime.
these types of relationships showing up more often than not. The political game was never an easy one. Oh, best pupper.
Supplies from the capital.
You took your time sampling the wares, were you?
You can.
It's a good job the North is full of enterprising traders keen to keep us in wine.
Spare a barrel for the boys on duty, eh?
What in the...
Assassin. And small strike group.
Gateway secured, Captain.
We proceed as planned.
And these guys are in full plate mail. Which, while more protective, is not invulnerable. This is the problem with traditions. They become well known. They can be exploited. They knew they were going to be here.
Is that...
Joshua does have a sword.
Forgive me, my prince. It's me, Wade. You probably don't remember me.
I remember. What is it?
We're under attack. I don't know who they are, but they've set light to half the castle. I must get you to safety, Your Highness.
Very well. I'm ready.
Follow me, Your Highness.
Oh, we get to play as Joshua? I was not expecting this. Oh. Oh, this is cool. And so that's how they do the light spell. He just casts a little floating fire orb. And he has his own okay. Yeah, he's got his own stats. Yeah, little red mage. The Burning Thorn. One of the 7 swords that have been forged in the flames of Mount Drusentus. The Burning Thorn has been passed down through generations for use by the Archduke's family and his closest shields. As is the smallest of the 7, it'll be carried by the prince until he's an age that can allow him to handle a larger weapon. A belt? Should his breeches fall, so surely the duchy, or so the tailor changed. Charged with crafting a bit, the Joshua's belt was told. While certainly pleasant to the eyes, the cloth wrapping is a poor substitute for a set of iron tassets when it comes to stopping a spiked mace to the groin. Oh, wow. Oh, he knows Kiraga, too. Oh, everything's got a nice wind-up on it. Oh, and his evasion is much less quick. It's not as fast. Not as fast.
Are the enemy already inside the castle?
I'm afraid so, Your Highness. We must hurry.
Now, if I remember right from the interviews, they say localization. If I'm remembering correctly, they say, again, they say localization. What actually happened, and this is from Koji and Yoshida. Don't stare at me, Joshua, please, thank you. While I try and tell things. I believe they wrote it in English first, and then translated it to, like, Japanese and the other various languages. Which is different than what they do with 14, which I believe they're co-written at the same time. English and Japanese are. that's why the lip syncing in particular is specifically, that's what they synced it to first, was English. I know that says localization team, but that might be for things like items and location names, that kind of thing. You know, things like Morbol and Goblin, that type of thing, as opposed to the actual story, which I think was written in English first. It was really a weird, kind of counterintuitive. It's not how they normally do things over at Square in Business Unit 3. It's definitely not. Okay, Wade. Yeah, if we get in combat as Joshua, this is going to be a little bit more complicated.
We have to help them.
He's definitely not as skilled.
Everything's on fire.
Fall back, Your Highness. He's not one of us.
No, I must do my duty.
Oh, wow, that is powerful. Joshua's got powerful magic. And I could be wrong on that. But I think English was at least lip synced to.
We must find my father.
Yeah, that's some really powerful magic. Although I imagine his sword strikes are also pretty strong, considering he enhances it with magic. No items, though. This has been pretty straightforward. Wrong magic. Oh!
Damn it, the bastards are everywhere.
Why would the Empire do this? They're our allies.
Yeah. Political alliances are only as deep as the people in charge. And betrayal, not unheard of.
I have the dominant.
Oh wow, that is indeed a powerful sword strike. No. Tyler! I almost forgot your name.
Damn it! His wounds are deep.
I can save him.
I think they do.
Your Highness,
Don't worry. You're going to be all right.
I'll hold them off.
That must hurt like a son of a gun. Clive!
Clive!
Joshua! Come here. Tyler, you're hurt.
Survive. Thanks to His Highness.
If the healing magic works anything like it does in 14, then you just feel his flesh mending together, and that would not feel good.
Well done, Sir Wade.
I'm in your debt, soldier.
Thank you, Your Grace.
can't stay here. We should make straight for the rear gate.
Messenger Owl.
Amir lost Elan, Tuisam Gelith. May the winds speed you to Rosalith.
The north gate's up ahead. There are chocobos in the stables. Father, take Joshua and get to safety.
No, I'm not going without you. You're supposed to be my shield, remember?
And the shield is doing his job, Joshua. He will be behind you.
Which is why I'm going to hold the enemy here while you make your escape.
I will order our remaining forces to rally at the gate. Now go.
Although I still have suspicions on Murdoch.
I will do my duty. You must do your duty too.
I know.
You have to keep Father safe. I'm counting on you, Joshua.
His father may be an accomplished fighter, but he does not have either the Phoenix's blessing like we do, or the power like Joshua does. He is just an extremely experienced man in his at least 40s. He might be pushing 50. It's hard to tell with his hair color. He's very gray, though. But that could be his natural hair color. Okay. Abilities. There it is. Ability points. Okay, what do we have? Phoenix Shift and the Rising Flames, and we have some locked abilities. Precision Dodging. Okay, that's been learned, but I can enhance that for mastering it. Okay. Immediately after a melee attack. I don't have enough points for either of those. That's 500 and 300 points. 375. Wow. Like, I don't have any of them. Okay. To unlock all these other ones. Okay. Charging magic. Ah. Stomping. There we go. That's the one I was looking for. A recovery move. Right trigger. And select? Ooh. That's a weird button combo. Hold X to imbue with fire. It's good to have. Ah, there we go. Down thrust. A and then X. A and then X. Oh. Another stone skin tonic. And there are points left over, too. Smackdown. There we go. There's the down stab. Yeah, and even 69 points, yes. Okay, where do we go? Well, we clearly don't go that way. And we came from that door. And there's nowhere else to go. So, I guess... Oh no, we came through that door.
Damn it all.
Potion used. Free high potion. Oh! It's a little late for that, Kyo. I'm sorry. It's a little late. I'm sorry. I was already in the process of opening the door.
Captain.
Take them. Let none escape.
As you command.
Well, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to head back there, so...
You take care of that spellcaster. I'll keep the others occupied.
Ow. Ability finish.
That's them done. Are you all right?
I'm fine. It's my father and Joshua I'm worried about. We should head back.
Game, please. No. Let me go back. No! It's not going to let me. Because a Dragoon is here.
Hey, look out!
Dragoon!
May I have this dance?
Yes, you can, Sir Estinian.
And you are the shield who was blessed by the Phoenix. Not that it...
Parry. Press X just as the time it lands.
I'll save you!
Stay still, damn you! He's open!
Staggered.
Have at him!
You're going to regret that, boy.
Double jump. I was trying to dodge. I was trying to dodge into that. There we go.
Your time is past!
Precision counter to the death. Yeah, boy. No spoils, though.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine.
So, they sent in the dragoons. Imperial vipers. Do they really mean to invade us?
Not yet. Their numbers were too few. They were not here to take the castle. They were here to take heads.
Joshua
Our work is
and
done.
your dad.
We should return to my father.
My lord, look. We issued these sashes but yesterday. In Rosalith. If they were already among us, what if there were others?
Father and Joshua are in danger.
We must hurry. Take your steed.
Murdoch has not given me a reason to suspect him. He really hasn't.
What is that?
Hello, Asian-like being. Foreboding hood wearer. Oh, I know. I suspect him. I've read too many things that make me suspect him.
All right. Thank goodness.
That's the problem. He's very clearly doing his job exactly as he's supposed to.
Grace, is everyone safe?
For the moment. We ride for Rosalith to
But
rally our forces.
that kind of character is very easily written as an evil man. Oh no, Chocobo!
Father?
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but that won't be possible.
You honorless snakes!
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Run, Joshua, run! No! Hey.
Wade! No! Tyler!
You must do your duty too. You have to keep Father safe.
I have to. I had to.
Oh no.
Clive,
I'm counting on you, Joshua.
Run, Torgal! This is not going to end well. And Tyler's dead. Inadvertently killed by his own lord.
The Phoenix! Joshua! Lord Murdoch! His Highness! Joshua! Stop this!
He has no control.
He's lost control! I have to do something! I have to save him! No, my lord! Fall back! Clive!
Ambrosia! No! Ambrosia! Best Chocobo.
Thank you, God.
Joshua, are you in pain? Not now. Come on! You're his shield. Do your duty.
This appears to be a thing Clive is used to. This is not the first time these headaches have randomly spun up like this. He just doesn't know what they mean. And Ifrit. There were the twin dominants of fire, which should never be. And Murdoch's now dead too. And now gameplay. It's time for the icon fight.
Who are you? It's me! No!
And back where the demo started. Aim! Oh dear. And evade. Okay. Yeah, poor, Clive has no control over Ifrit. Indeed, it appears to be very much underground. Oh, if you've not played, you know, he's had Ifrit in him from the beginning. But he just didn't know it, because that should not happen. There should not be two icons of fire. There's only ever been Phoenix. Ifrit existing is an anomaly. That's the thing. God, this music. I tried to dodge that one. Apparently I failed. I can't even see him. There he is. He's very hard to get an eye on, a beat on. There you are. There we go. Precision dodge number 4. Unfortunately, I've got my suspicions on how this is going to end, and it is not. It's not going to end well for one of us. Oops. Look at all that fire. There's just enough auto aim. There you are. Ifrit. Oh, that was not a precision dodge, but that was a dodge nonetheless. Damnation. And Hellfire. Technically, we won. We beat Clive. But what does that mean? Well, there goes the Phoenix Gate, what's left of it. Ooh, that was a spiral lance if I'd ever seen one. What happens when an icon is truly defeated, though? So, why do you think Clive carries all this guilt?
No! Stop it! Take your hands off my brother!
Help me! Help me, Clive!
Joshua! Stop it! Stop it! I swore I would protect him! Please! Please! Stop it!
The one who killed Joshua. Was the man sworn to protect him. I'm not gonna lie. It's self-imposed guilt.
Kill you!
Yeah, that was an amazing performance.
Quite a mess that monster made. Damn shame about the Phoenix, but can't be helped. Oh, my condolences, Your Grace. Is there aught we can do?
Haven't you done enough, Captain?
Of course.
Joshua was my world. And now he is gone.
Annabella.
I can only pray there will be a place for me in the world his radiance seeks to create.
I knew she was behind it. This entire thing.
Your Grace, over here. The rubble must have protected him from the worst of the flames. Shall we take him prisoner?
No need for that. Kill him. Wait. As my husband never tired of telling me, he is a fine soldier. I'm sure he would make an excellent addition to the Imperial front line. All in its right place.
God, that woman.
Take this one. Chin up, lad. You're going to be a soldier.
Joshua.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense, though. It does. You see it coming a mile away, especially if you're anywhere near familiar with the kind of inspirational fiction. I had Murdoch pegged for being somehow involved in that, but turns out he was an alright guy. And I'm not gonna lie, I knew Joshua was going to die. We all knew that coming in. And I had my suspicions that we were the ones that did it. That Clive was the one that did it. And yeah. There's more to the story. There's a lot more. This is just this surface level backstory they had us play, and it was very good. For me, it ran perfectly smooth other than some weird occasional frame drops, but that was entirely in non-gameplay sections. Either during the cutscenes, the in-game cutscenes, or when entering a new area where it has to try and catch up by loading things. Really? That's part of the way into the main... There's another part? Oh, if you're talking about the spot where the game begins with Titan and everything, yeah, that's kind of spoilers. I mean, I know that one in particular is very heavy. Oh, sorry, very heavy on spoilers if you go into the encyclopedia, where the game starts, partway into the main story. That's full of spoilers. Otherwise, it really isn't. You just get to see a couple of the other dominants show up. A little bit of political intrigue in the background. With Sid and the other dominants, really? I wonder how you get to that. Okay, the iconic challenge. Oh, and that's what gives you the whole getting used to the 3 different abilities. Phoenix, Garuda, Titan. Okay, that's the better one. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I don't blame you. Although I think, if I'm remembering right from the coverage I saw when the original demo came out, it's basically just a dungeon delve, so nothing too spoilery unless you go into the encyclopedia bit, if I'm remembering it correctly. Yeah, because that takes place that's mostly adult Clive in a dungeon. But honestly, other than the weird frame drops, which were infrequent, it actually ran beautifully for me, which is quite surprising considering the age of this computer. I mean, I'm not even running the newest version. I'm still running PCI Express Gen 3 over here, so it's... My poor graphics card is... I don't know if you heard it spinning up and down throughout the demo. That whining was my graphics card spinning up and down. It definitely runs smoother on a newer system than mine. But it actually ran smoothly, which I would expect considering I'm running a 7900 XTX. We're talking second highest graphics card in existence at the moment. I mean, it's no 4090, but it also was not cheap. Good God, it was $1,000. But I won't have to upgrade for probably another 5, 10, 7 years, somewhere like that. So graphics cards are expensive, but if you make the right investment, you'll be good for a long time. But that's computer buying advice. That's not why we're here. Beautiful demo. Did exactly what they meant to. For me, it was a good port. Other people have had problems with it. Kyo, you mentioned the combat slowing down later in the game. That could be for multiple reasons. Not sure when it comes to optimizing games, it's a hard thing to do. There's so many different configurations of hardware. Honestly, the only reason I think it's as decently optimized as it is, and it can only get better as more patches come out and things, is because it is Creative Business Unit 3. I mean, it's not the same, it's the same business unit as makes 14, so they have PC porting experience capable of being drawn upon. If this was a team that specifically only ever made to, say, only PlayStation hardware, and then suddenly they're told you have to make a PC port, it would have ended up like a lot of PC ports, very, very, very terrible. It ran good for me. I'm probably going to purchase this at some time in the near future. Probably not on release, because I don't buy games on release. I don't. It's a principle of the matter. Modern PC gaming has taught me you never buy a game on release. Wait a month, 2 months. It will be more optimized and play better that way. It might be good at launch, but the demos are never a good way to guarantee that things are going to be good at launch. Because demos are nice little vertical slices of gameplay that can be optimized the hell out of. I think, what's one of the most recent games that came out that had this problem? Wukong. Black Myth Wukong. First couple, from what I've heard, granted, I've not played Black Myth Wukong, but from what I've heard, The first couple of sections of the game, beautifully optimized. Once you get to the last third, I think it's like the last third of the game, God, the performance apparently just falls apart. So, unless you're willing to put up with that kind of shenanigans, don't ever buy a game on release. But this I'll pick up at some point, and we'll probably play it on stream at some point in the near future. We still have to do 15. 15's a game I want to get to. But, yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Saturday for Neo. So, we'll see you all next time. This has been Stump.